It's incredibly humbling. To be honest, I certainly wouldn't have envisaged that when I walked through the doors all those years ago. When I think, the rich history of this football club, potentially up to 1,500 players that have worn our shirt, to be one of those 12 is something that makes me incredibly proud. To have the relationship that I have with this club is very special to me. Well, it's certainly something that I felt before I came to the football club. I think it's probably been quite well documented that I played in the game that Birmingham stayed up on the last day when Paul Caddis scored that iconic goal in the very last moments, and I played for Bolton on that day, and I can remember it, the intensity of the fans, the passion, even at 2-0 down, knowing that their team, unless they score a couple of goals, are going to get relegated, never wavered. Kept bringing the noise, kept supporting their side, kept willing them on. It was all you could hear after the final whistle. I'm sat in the home dressing room and all I can hear are Blue Noses just going crazy over that result, and that gave me an understanding already before I even came to the club of just what the incredible size of this club and the passion of the fan base. It's grown in my time here. My understanding of that has got deeper. Whenever this club has needed its fan base, they've always been there. You walk around the area and there's never a Blue Nose, there's always a massive Blue Nose. They're always massive fans. It's part of who they are, it's part of their identity, and you can really feel that when you're playing on the pitch. That connection between the football club, its community, its fan base, the demands that the fans put on the players to be a certain way, to represent them the way that they deserve to be represented. It's a realness, it's an authenticity, it's this is who we are. We're proud of that, and rightfully so. It's a powerful thing to understand who you are and what your values are, and it's something that's evident throughout the football club. This city being a city of industry and hard-working people that just want their players to go out there and give everything on the pitch, and that's something that I hope that I tried to do every time I went onto the pitch, and like to think that I represented them in the way that they wanted to be represented. It's a special place to be. It goes back to that identity and that togetherness. This is who we are. We are Birmingham City and we're in it together, and we keep right on. Of these fans, every time that we've needed them the most, that they've turned up. Every time you think it's got too difficult, they will turn up even bigger numbers and it'd be even louder. I really think that sort of support saw us over the line in very difficult times. I think back to the game that we won at home against Fulham to stay up on the last day of the season. Fulham hadn't lost a game in 23, 24 games in the Championship, where I think ended up getting promoted that season, and we blew them away, and I've no doubt that it was to do with the atmosphere that was created inside of St Andrews. I can remember it to this day, the noise in the warm-up. I hadn't even kicked a ball and you could barely hear yourself think, and the hairs on my neck sort of stand up just thinking about it. They're really, really special moments, and I've no doubt that those fans saw us over the line on that occasion. It was a really special day. It felt like there was such unity in the club, from the fan base to the players to the staff, all on one page, and even celebrating after the game in a local establishment with the fans, players, fans alike, singing songs, having drinks together, and that is a really special core memory for me as a time as a Blues player. I think that's perhaps also why I got such a bond with the fan base, because there's similar values there. When the going gets tough, you have to dust yourself down and go again, and it's something I prided myself on, that things weren't always going to be easy, but I was always going to put my hand up and always going to give everything of myself. It worked out that way, that I was able to help out in difficult circumstances, and we have that shared history together, and I think it's a bond that goes very deep, and it's something that continues to this day. And yeah, I just feel incredibly grateful that I was able to help, and I was able to be part of that, and still to be part of this wonderful football club going forward and brighter new phase. I think there's something special about seeing one of your own, stepping foot on that pitch. I think fans want to be able to relate to their team, and having someone that has grown up in the area as a Blues fan, it just provides that extra connection between the fans and the football club. Jude's a shining example of that. He still is to this day, even having hit the heights that he has. He's still in and around the area when he can be, still connected with the football club, and that's something that's so important, and hopefully we can continue to strive in that area, because I know that it's something that fans want to see. It's really special to be asked to be involved in all of those aspects. Jeremy Dale has talked about, the power of the badge, and it is really powerful within our city, and you can do some really special things, and the Birmingham City Foundation are doing that and continue to do that. We're hopeful that this sports quarter that's going to create so many jobs is going to push that on even further, and it's more than football. It's about changing people's lives, and football has the power to do that, and it's just amazing to see that the club's taking that so seriously and taking on that responsibility. It's hard to describe when, before the game and you're hearing the fans singing "Keep Right On." It's quite an emotional thing to hear that and hear the passion of a fan base. To be a part of that is really special. It's going to be quite difficult to move on from there, but as we know that it's the right thing to do commercially for the football club, for the city, for the community, and it's a really exciting step forward. But from my perspective, so many memories that I'll be sad to sort of say goodbye to when we do leave, and that'll be the same for every Birmingham City fan, I've no doubt. I've come and played at St Andrews as an opposition player as well, and felt that. A lot of players that I've played with for other teams have mentioned it when coming to Birmingham, how hostile it can be, and particularly, as we've mentioned before, when the team needed it the most, it's really saw us over the line, and I think it would be so important to just replicate that as much as we can in the new stadium, make it a really hostile atmosphere for teams to come and play their football. This is home for us. Me and my wife moved down here, it was just the two of us. I felt like I turned into an adult when I came here, and the most important things that have happened in our life have happened while we live in Birmingham. We got married, we had our two kids here, they're Brummies, they're Blue Noses, and just feels like this is home for us from now on. It remains a really special place for us, and it will do forever. Well, I think hope is a huge thing for football fans. I think you want to go to your games and know that there is a bright future for your football club. You want to support the team on the pitch, of course, but know that there's a direction that you can go in. And I think that that's what Knighthead have given this football club. For many years, it's been very difficult to be a Birmingham City fan. I think the lack of vision, the accountability, knowing what the message is from the top, it just hasn't been there, and it's been hard to understand why certain decisions were made within the football club, and that can be frustrating for fans. And what's been provided now is absolute clarity. You're getting messages right from the very top, from Tom Wagner, and understanding where this club is going, why we're making certain decisions. And I think hope is the biggest thing that they've provided. And it hasn't just been talk, they've put the words into action, and that's all you can want as a football fan, and the sky's the limit really for this football club. It's incredibly exciting for everybody connected with the football club. We're the second city in the country. This football club bears the city's name. There's really no limit to what we can do. The ambition of our ownership group, can't think of another football club in the land that should be as excited as we are.